Hey everyone, and welcome to a unit review of Summer Fiora, the eldest sister of the Illia Pegasus Sisters. We just need Farina to complete the trio. Fiora is the free Tempest Trials unit from this year's summer banner, Lesson Learned. Not gonna lie, Fiora looks hella good. The hair, the colors, all look so good. Anyways, this review will go over her stats, comparison, skill synergy, skill fodder, allies, and encounters, show some builds, and answer the question, should you invest your holy grails? Let's hit the beach.
Sometimes I wonder whether everyone building sandcastles here has their priorities aligned.
The frosted alien Fiora flies into battle as a sword flyer, and wait, that's the wrong one. Let's change this. But hey, Xenoblade Fiora is pretty amazing, and you should play Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Just a suggestion, folks. Fiora boasts some pretty good stats. 40 HP and 37 speed is fantastic. 32 attack has potential, and so does her res. Her defense is on the lower side, but it can be much more. The best part of Fiora is that she can run multiple roles, from support, offense, or defense. The high speed is incredible for getting doubles and preventing herself from being doubled. Not to mention her weapon, sword, summer, object thing helps her attack and speed. So if you think 32 is a little too low, no worries, Fiora has something to cover it. Now for comparisons, we have the classic Sheeta. They both have the same speed, but Fiora has higher attack. Sheeta does have a 16 might weapon and much better res. Sheeta is much better against magical units compared to Fiora, who's decent at taking both physical and magical hits. Who's better? I'd say Sheeta. The winged sword is effective against horses and armors, that's very good. It has flashing blade effect which pairs well with her high speed. Also, Sheeta is a specialist. No matter what, she will be able to take on magical units. Fiora, on the other hand, is a bit riskier. Sure, she can take on magical and physical hits, but not super well. There's a lot more risk to it. I hope my explanation kind of made sense. Now for Sigrun. Sigrun seems to be doing better, more res, more defense, more speed. One less point of attack isn't too big of a difference, but the 5 HP difference will. They're pretty similar, but it's good to see the comparison. Time for skill synergy! Fiora comes with the Petal Parasol Plus. If a penalty is active on the foe, then she gets attack speed plus 5 during combat. It's the same as Summer Volt and Summer Ursula. Fiora just wants debuffs and status effects on the foe. Thankfully, her C skill comes in. Attack Smoke inflicts attack -7 on the foes within 2 spaces of the target. Now this is cool, except they need a dancer to make full use of it, or have other allies that can debuff. So Fiora will attack, debuff the foes, and have a dancer to get her moving, and attack the foe who's been debuffed, so she gets the Parasol buff. But that's just player phase. Fiora shines brighter in enemy phase. With swap and speed res link synergy, she can protect her allies and buff herself. More speed to prevent doubles, and more res so she can be like Sheeta. And once a foe attacks her, Fiora should have enough speed to prevent a double, and enough res if the foe was a magical unit, and enough HP to survive in general. Then she uses her attack smoke and the next unfortunate foe will deal with a Parasol. It's really simple and effective. Now if there were any Cavaliers and they were farther away and didn't get debuffed, then there would be trouble. But Fiora is strong, she can take some hits. As for skill fodder, she's Petal Parasol is cool, I get that. It's best with swords who are going to be around other debuffers. Who you give that to should be determined by who is going to be on the team with them. Speed res link is pretty good, magical killers like it, but it's better on a support unit rather than on the magical killer. You could use it as a budget link skill for legendary Lucina. She is a ranged unit, so she'll be fighting a lot of mages. And attack smoke is on a 4-star Kaze. Also, speed res link is available at 4 stars. Since Fiora is a big fan of debuffs, then Arvis will be fantastic. You know, Arvis will be pretty good at barbecue. Sigurd might not like that. New Year's Fiora excels at running chills. She has chill speed in her Kabaraya, she can run chill defense in the B slot and chill attack in the seal slot. Kanthra and Freed have their sealing B skills, which are global debuffs. Mordecai can help with his attack defense link. With him, Fiora can have +6 to all stats. And Kaze or any Dagger unit is a wonderful debuffer. He can smoke them and Fiora won't have to take an enemy phase hit or use a dancer. Some counters are bow units, especially blue bow units like Summer Lynn. I did a banner review of Summer Refreshers featuring Summer Lynn. You can check that out in the iCard if I remember to put it there. Against any blue walls like Silas, Fiora will struggle. Priscilla with her panic stats can reverse the link buffs. Nana's Restore can neutralize debuffs and status effects, not very helpful. I wasn't sure what to put at the end, and then I thought, what counters red units in general? Oh yeah, Reinhardt. Time for builds. First build, the new Angry. A really simple budget set. Fury increases all of her stats, and that's very useful for enemy phase. She can take hits better, prevent more doubles, deal more damage. Renewal can be swapped out, but I'd say it's good for healing up the damage and recoil. Second build, Triangle Sister. Again, it's a budget build like the last one. If you're worried about Fiora's damage output and or her ability to take a hit, then Triangle Adept can help with that. Well, not against blue units, but definitely against green units. We do have threats like Milgrima, Hector, Surtur, and other strong green units. The longer Fiora survives, the more times she can swap in support. Third build, Frosted Defense. I said before that Fiora's skill synergy works well in enemy phase, and here's a set that works with that. I'd say Close Defense is better for Fiora since she has mixed bulk and can take on both physical and magical hits. Steady Stance and Warning Stance are also good options too. Close Defense doesn't work against ranged units, whereas Stance does, but it does provide more buffs than stances. The rest is pretty simple, swap and leave in the foe's range. If you want, change Moonbow to Bonfire or Iceberg. Fourth build, Bridal Fiora. God, I would spend orbs for her. Anyways, Fiora stacking Swift Sparrow with K Cutter is really good. Throw in Raising Attack Speed Seal and should be able to reach 61 attack and 55 speed. If you're feeling expensive, Swift Sparrow 3 is also a good option. This is a simple offensive set, nothing too special. Fifth build, Frostbite. If you like offense like the other build, then this set is also for you. Fire Sweep, Life and Death, Heavy Blade, and Gale Force, a staple in every fast offensive unit. I did consider Chill Attack over Chill Defense, but I figured that once Fiora attacks and Heavy Blade does its thing, and Gale Force activates, then Attack Smoke will do the debuffs. And there's a chance that the foe who got chilled would also get smoked, and debuffs don't stack. Fire Sweep sets are typically flexible, so you can swap out the B and C skill. Sixth build, Sturdy Ice. One of the best things about Fiora is that aside from having good offensive stats, she also has decent defenses. She can work amazingly in both phases, and one thing that Slaying does well is working in both phases. Though Sturdy Impact and Enduring Blow are player phase, you can work with Sturdy Stance and Darting Stance. With Slaying and Luna, Fiora attacks once, the foe retaliates, but Fiora will have the defense to take a hit, then Darting Blow should give her enough speed to double, and Sturdy Impact prevents the foe from making another follow-up. And since Luna is now 2 cooldown, it will proc on her second hit. 7th build, Summer Hearts. The original title was going to be Swimsuit Waifus Get My Heart Racing and My Wallet Empty, but that didn't fit. Very unfortunate. This set capitalizes on the enemy phase I was talking about with Close Defense, but instead, Fiora gets more attack so she does damage. It's the same plan as before, swap, get the link buffs, stay next to an ally and get those bond buffs. Sure, there's no synergy between her weapon and her B and C skills, but think of it this way, less doubles, more res, and the foe can't hit as hard. And you know what? That smile sure got my heart. So should you invest your holy grails? On the yes side, Fiora has great speed and decent defenses, flexible builds to experiment with, she's got a Parasol, a Link, and Smoke to fodder. In general, she's a great sword flyer and a free one to boot. Also, it's Fiora, so why not? On the other hand, you don't use Link or debuff skills often, like Chills or Ploys. Attack Smoke is on a 4-star Kaze. Perhaps you've already invested a lot into Alencia, Sheeta, etc. And maybe you haven't played Blazing Sword, in which case, I highly recommend you do. I keep looking at her artwork, and still, it looks so good. The colors, the lines, the shading, god, she looks amazing. Anyways, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more Fire Heroes content, and leave a like. Follow me on Twitter at exile_Ty for updates and just general funny stuff. With all that, stay hydrated folks, and have a great summer. Also play Blazing Sword.